While interacting with your puppy, I want you to keep the following things in mind. First, stop talking so darn much. If you want your puppy to listen and respond, you need to have your verbal interaction immediately followed by some sort of body language. This kind of interaction seems semi-robotic. When you are verbal, keep it nice and neutral unless you're giving either a slight positive or negative inflection with your tone. In this way, you're nice and chill, and it makes up for your robotic-like actions with your relaxed flow. Another great example of robotic flow is when your puppy does what you want and immediately you respond with body language that gets him closer to the reward or actually gets him the reward. As you'll see over and over again, when your puppy does something you want, you have a few options. You can say yes and begin the reward party, say good, and move further on in the series of commands, or you can simply not say anything and just continue to proceed. During the food bowl drill, for example, the second your puppy's butt hits the ground, you start immediately to turn and moving the food bowl towards the ground. Think about your puppy's butt hitting the ground as being that first domino that immediately sets off the second domino, which is your response. As you're working with your puppy during a play or a feeding session, pretend you're playing a game of chess with him. As long as you have something of significant enough value to draw him in, you can more or less let him be in control. Your goal is to give him light guidance via your energy, body language, leash communication, or verbal communication. You can use varying combinations of these different forms of communication as gently as possible to keep your puppy on course to doing what you're looking to have him do. Once that said behavior does occur, boom, you immediately go into praise mode. This interactive game of puppy chess you're playing with your puppy gives him enough room to try and figure out what the next right move is. The beautiful thing about this is that it's a more natural and lighter way to train. Remember, as long as you have the knowledge that this course provides, you should feel like you're lightly guiding your dog throughout his day. And the same is true during training sessions. He's just working his way through situational formulas which he can make decisions about. He can choose to stop training, but he won't eat. He can choose to chew the table leg instead of the bone, but he will be corrected. He can rush the food bowl and get physically closer to it, but from an actual consumption standpoint, he'll be further away. Keep in mind, you flow as you guide your puppy with your energy. Then the second they do something you want or you don't, boom, you respond right away, robotic-like. It is this robotic flow combined with some initial right-on-time leash guidance that allows me to have my clients' puppies making massive gains rep over rep. Some of this might not make total sense to you at this point, but keep it in mind as you see how I interact with my clients' dogs versus how they do. Most importantly, once you begin to grasp the concepts, keep yourself in check. In doing so, you will be so much clearer to your puppy and he will be so much more responsive to you. A couple more concepts to go and then we'll actually get to the obedience training. I can't wait.